2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And how much fun is this? The All-Star Game officially upon us, typically a high-scoring, fast-breaking affair. Shaq, any reason to think it's going to be anything different this time around?
"2K Sports" bringing you all of the NBA's top flight talent. That's right, this year's All-Star Game. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline. For tonight. Look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Kawhi Leonard is out there at Nowitzki. Then there's the doctor. Then it's the bodyguard. And it's Booker in at the two-guard spot.
And you know, this game, yeah, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the West. Conference.
Here's the doctor. Lets it go with a three. That one rebounded by Embiid. And although victory for the Western Conference has been a theme in the All-Star game recently, another trend break that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounting a huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
On the wing, Harden. Pass to Olajuwon. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
And guys, I tell you what, they are getting after it on both ends here tonight. This game isn't all about offense this year.
Yeah, it's really been a competitive contest. It's not just a show. These teams are getting after it.
And there were a couple of records that fell at last year's All-Star game, but to me, the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams, they combined for 48 threes.
Kept alive. Dimes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Passes to Olajuwon. And those 48 three-pointers you talked about, Greg, the previous high for threes in an All-Star game is 30. So that's what I call shattering a record. Oh, man.
It was insane. And really, that speaks to the evolution of the game as well. The game has become far more perimeter-oriented in terms of the skill set.
Curry kicks to Olajuwon. Embiid with the steal. And here's the fast break. And Jordan slams it in.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And guys, we've had some All-Star game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Jordan, the pass to Embiid. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Embiid's got his second basket of the night. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Jokic. Here's Leonard. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Leonard's got his first points of the game. Greg, you brought up last year's game, that unbelievable 163-158 win for the West, and it was indeed the highest-scoring All-Star game of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, defense has never been what the All-Star game's about, but that was out of control and made for one heck of a show.
And Curry, here we go. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shot from the wing, and he nails the jumper. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Embiid the screen. Here's James. Will go the other way with it. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
If they could end, happen. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players and playing in a bit where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Hey, guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, I mean, something that was really special. How about the sight of Pau and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball?
It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And, Kevin, that's exactly why this is an important possession for them.
And if you remember last year, I mean, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 40 points, just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Picked by Olajuwon. Leonard attacking, and a big-time jam right there.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching, not while the ball's in his hands.
That All-Star game scoring record of Wilt Chamberlain, which Westbrook came so close to breaking last year, has now, Greg, been on the books for over 50 years.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, when Westbrook had that 27 points at halftime, I thought for sure that record was going to go down.
That drops. The Magicians got 5 now.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Wade kicks to LeBron. Puts it up from 7, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
A sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held, and you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
The East making a switch. Cunningham's checked in. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Dimes got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wade has the open look. Off target from three-point range. And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in that 1962 All-Star game?
Wow, I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the 88 Slam Dunk Contest with 40 points and the MVP award as well the next night? So just so many great memories from this event.
Drops in the tray. Wade's got 5 points so far.
Boy, that time Jordan set a really nice screen.
Kicks it to Leonard. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Leonard's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. There's the screen. Jordan the pass to Dimes. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. That's 10 points for Joel Embiid.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Jokic, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Anthony comes in for Dimes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, and you know, Melo voted into the All-Star game last year, played in front of the home crowd in New York. In a lot of ways, what must have been a dream come true for him.
Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Towns. The West All-Stars pull it in. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way, and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
All right, Doris.
That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
There's the dish to Durant. This one for three. The shot will not go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. And Durant sends it back. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Cunningham kicks to Antetokounmpo. Softly drops in the floater.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Here's Jokic. 8 points for him. Here's the doctor. From outside, off the mark.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cunningham dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Nowitzki with the steal. Here's the break. Here's the doctor. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
Bodyguards check in for the Magician.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending, just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's Cunningham. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Cunningham's got 5.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Antetokounmpo passes to Cunningham. It's deflected. Anthony left side. Beyond the arc. Cunningham's shot is off. Durant with it. Cunningham's there. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Towns. And it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Just 4 to shoot. And the basket good. Anthony's got his second bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's the doctor. Off with the layup. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. West All-Stars lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Party.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Nowitzki is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's the bodyguard. Then there's the doctor. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
LeBron's checked in for the East. Here's Dimes. Pass to James. T-Wade on the wing. And he dunks it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Nowitzki dishes to Leonard. Free throw line jump shot. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
James outside. They set the pick. He dishes it to Wade. Embiid the screen. And the dunk by James.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Back to Wade. A floater. That's good. Wade's got 9.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
The doctor passes to the bodyguard. There's the pick. Off the screen. Offers off the pick and hammers it home.
Good job there by Leonard setting that screen.
The bodyguard's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. James against Leonard. LeBron with the bucket.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
So for the West, the Magician, he's checked in for the bodyguard. Malone comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Steph Curry subbed in for the doctor. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Booker, and there's the whistle, fouled hard, and the shot, he'll go to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The drive by James. The pass to Dimes, and stolen by Malone. Here's Jokic. 8 points for him. Down low. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The Mayor passes to Dimes. No luck. 80 that time from Leonard. Dimes gone just 1 of 5 from the field. And Curry has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 6 points for Steph Curry.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Mayor passes to Dimes. Fires from the line. That is good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And it's Wade in the corner for the 3. The shot is off. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. Passes to the main. Embiid the screen. Wide open. It's rebounded by Curry.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Clark, they've been looking at...
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Feeds it to Booker. And it falls over the rim and in. Booker's got 4 this quarter. Booker's gone 2 of 3 from the field. LeBron outside. There's a good screen. And there's the feed to Embiid. Malone with the block. Right wing. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Great hustle defensively through the... contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for LeBron. Young is subbed in for the main. James Harden, he's checked in for the West.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Curry kicks to Harden. Malone, a screen on Wade. It's Harden with the drive. He used that pick to perfection. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the West All-Stars. And Young kicks to Jordan. Leonard with the steal. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
He had a nice open look right there. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Wade against Harden. Curry passes to Jokic. Kicks it to Malone. Shot from 12. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Young with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Outside Jordan. "18 feet out. He squares up and sinks it. Jordan's got 7 points.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Jokic. He's got 8. From the low block. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
A big big group substitution here for the East. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Anthony comes in for Dimes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Cunningham in for Young. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Magician. Olajuwon comes in for Malone. Kevin Durant's checked in. For Kawhi Leonard. And Lillard subbed in for Steph Curry.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Cunningham kicks to Jordan. He feeds it to Towns. Here's Rain Man. Goes back up. Jordan dishes to Cunningham. Towns sets the pick for Jordan. Pass to Rain Man. Lets the three fly. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Rain Man's got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for three. Pass to Olajuwon. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
He took good advantage of that screen. And it's 6 points for Rain Man.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he gets it to go.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
1:27 left here in the second. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Lillard. Cousins has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting team, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They've led by as many as 14 points. The shot from 20 feet away goes back up. And the basket by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Rain Man. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And the shot is good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Bodyguards checked in for Cousins. Nowitzki comes in for Olajuwon. And the doctor subbed in for James Harden. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now, here is McGrady. Not a lot of room. And the pass to Rain Man. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we wrap up the first half. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, we are glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, some memorable All-Star Weekend competitions over the years, but what a stacked roster this year's West All-Stars have. Wow. I don't think anyone's surprised they've had the upper hand in sportsmanship and in the scoring so far tonight.
Well, the West has been the most dominant conference for quite some time now, and they're showing why that's the case. The depth of the Western Conference in the All-Star game is something that usually gives them an advantage. All these guys are just here to have fun, but deep down, they're competing to win.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Party.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
They've got Dwayne Wade. Dimes is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Embiid, and it's Cunningham in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Here's the bodyguard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The bodyguards got the first basket of the second half. That one for the West All-Stars.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Misses from close range.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And it's Wade penetrating.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Now here's Booker. He's got 10. The 3. That's good. Raptors got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Wade passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Nowitzki a screen. There's the pick.
Dirk.
Off the screen. That one goes. Count it. Nowitzki's got 8.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through the bodyguard. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
And Embiid floats it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
There's a screen to the inside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And that's now 17 points for the bodyguard. Antetokounmpo kicks to Cunningham. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. That is good. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he gets it to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The first one falls. Oh, free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of love to be felt here on Valentine's Day. I remember when I first realized that I loved basketball, it was back in the 4th grade, and that was the day that really kind of changed my life when that became my passion.
Here is Cunningham. 5 points in the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's a screen. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's the doctor. 5 points in the game. Leonard dishes to Nowitzki. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Nowitzki's got 10. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Leonard, the pass to the bodyguard. Here's Booker. Tries yet again. He lays it in. 21 points for the bodyguard.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Elbow shot, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter. Here's the doctor. Kicks it to Leonard. From the stripe, and that's good for 2.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Cunningham dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And the first one drops.
For Antetokounmpo in this one, he has 12 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Catching up on the changes for the East. LeBron, he's checked in for Dimes. Jordan comes in for Dwayne Wade. Young is subbed in for Cunningham. Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 10 points in the game.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
The bodyguard. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pulls up on the wing. That's good. 9 points for Jordan.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Antetokounmpo pitch to Embiid. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's the doctor, defended by Young. Dishes it to Nowitzki. Comes up empty down low. James kicks to Antetokounmpo. Embiid, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Embiid. Nowitzki with the steal. Fast break, here they come. And the rejection by LeBron. They get it back. Good. 25 points for the bodyguard.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Jordan. Here's the floater. Leonard against Jordan. They set the pick. The doctor passes to Nowitzki. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Nowitzki's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Now the dish to Young. He kicks to Antetokounmpo from past the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the right side. Nowitzki. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Antetokounmpo kicks to Young. Here's the 3. And he gets the bucket. Young's got 9.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Nowitzki with the screen on Jordan. Fires the 3. And that one's good. And it's 8 points for the doctor.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's the break. Here's Jordan. The West All-Stars pull it in. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Leonard playing extremely well. 18 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
New players in now for the East. Then for the West All-Stars, Olajuwon's checked in for the bodyguard. Durant comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Booker. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Lillard, right side. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the West. Curry comes in for the doctor. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. So Anthony will go to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Good. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The mayor passes to McGrady.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
These All-Stars have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And he gets it to go.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Outside Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Offline with his three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
But they'll get another chance. Count the bucket. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. West All-Stars out in front, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. Damian Lillard out there with Harden. And there's Malone. And it's Durant. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that is good.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
To the inside, Durant. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Pass to Cunningham. They set the pick. McGrady passes to the mayor. Back to McGrady. The three. Shot's good.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Lillard kicks to Cousins. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That one's on Anthony.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Young's checked in for Cunningham. McGrady outside. Fourth quarter, still Young, just over a minute play. He dishes it to Towns. Second change shot. West All-Stars with the rebound. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Harden, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And in the playoffs last year, with Portland being a division winner but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They set the screen. Feeds it to Lillard. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Young's shot is off. Here's West now. Lillard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. To the middle, here's Cousins, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day.
McGrady sets a screen for Young. Lets it go with a three. Again, Young missing. Harden outside.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Here's the Mayor, and he gets it to go. The Mayor's got 6 here in this quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph, and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's the Mayor. The rebound by Harden. Oh, and here we go with that jam.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Young's shot is off.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Malone, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
What a game we've seen here from Malone. He has 8 points and a block.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Here's Towns, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Malone a screen on McGrady. Durant dishes to Malone. Leaps for it. Towns with the steal. Shot's good by Anthony. And so here are the West All-Stars. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
And that one's good, Durant.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Now Young. Pass to the Mayor. Lets it go from 11, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Harden the pass to Lillard. Screened by Malone. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Malone drives in. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight. Malone's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Here's the Mayor, guarded by Harden. Here's McGrady. Hits it from three-point range.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Lillard against Young. Goes up the baseline, and that is good. And that's 10 points for Lillard. Here are the East All-Stars. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
New players in now for the East. Wade gets the bucket.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's the Doctor. The feed now to Leonard. Nowitzki with the screen on Antetokounmpo. And the pass to the bodyguard. And off the front iron, and in it goes. The bodyguard's got 27.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Wade, right side, picked him clean. Here's the Doctor, guarded by Jordan. The Doctor passes to Booker. A three-pointer is right on target.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And here's Wade. Pass to Dimes. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's the break. Here's Booker. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Oh, such a feel shot there, the floater.
Pass to the Doctor. Wade brings the double team. Here's Nowitzki, and that one's good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Inside, here's Dimes. No good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. To the wing right side. Here's the bodyguard. Top of the key. Nowitzki, no good. Wade kicks to Jordan.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, giving yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
They need to try to find some more opportunities here in the second half. They've not been as active on the offensive glass.
That free throw, no good. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Towns, he's checked in for Embiid. Main man comes in for Dimes. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Jordan. Young is subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there. Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Pass to Harden. He feeds it to Lillard. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Towns. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Malone, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Off the pick. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Lillard against Young. Now here's Towns. He's guarded closely. McGrady kicks to Young. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And Towns finishes inside. Here's Lillard. Kicks to Durant. Elbow shot. Nice jump shot. Good.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Towns with it. Good on the 13-footer.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And for the West, that's 2 All-Star victories in a row. And 5 wins in the last 6 years. It's been a dominant decade in this event for the Western Conference. Probably a fitting illustration, guys, of where the majority of the talent is in the league these days.
Incredibly deep, you're right, and it shows year after year. Well, we hope everyone's enjoyed watching the All-Star Game 2016 as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. So, for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long from Toronto.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP, Kawhi Leonard. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
There's no question about it. As far as small forwards go, Kawhi Leonard is right up there with the best of them. You know if you leave him open, he's going to knock it down every look he gets. But what makes him elite is his stifling brand of D.
Well, he had fun out there. He also didn't shy away from putting on that flash and pizzazz to make the highlights. I thought he gave the fans a gutsy performance. All the celebrities stopped looking at me and started waving at him. He had a couple of good candidates, but he deserved it.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K